Bonjour. That's right, we're heading back to France. And today, because I believe Lyon have got some of the best young talents in football right now, we're going to be picking out 3 stars coming out of Lyon right now. They had to have made more than 6 appearances this season, and they've got to be at least under 21. So let's get started. Starting with Malo Gusto, Lyon's right back, 19 years old, and he's an absolute gem. Came out there, made his senior appearance last season, and since then, he's ever been present in the Lyon 11. Absolutely star. He's modern day fullback. If you look at his heat map, he defends and he attacks. He's got everything. His strengths are, I would say, he's creative when he gets forward, but he's very good defensively. He's got everything. He's quick, he's agile, he's aggressive. He's everything you want in a fullback, and I've got no doubt he'll go on to become a future star, 1,000,000%. If you look at his so he's had 1 assist this season, 2 big chances created. So he does his bit in the final third. And then his accurate pass per game, 88%. In his own half, 93. In his opposition half, 77. Long balls, 60%. Absolutely incredible. And then he's defending as well. 1.8 interceptions per game, 2 tackles per game. Possession won 1.3, clearances 0.5. He's had 1 error leading to a shot, but as long as it doesn't result in a goal, it's alright. We're gonna let him off for 1, I'm sure. Successful dribbles 55, duels 2 over 50, aerial duels 33%. So just like in the Bundesliga, when I was mentioning Diogo, he could improve on his aerial duels, but if you look at him again, he's not very big. So we're going to let him off for that, I suppose. But he's 19, he's an absolute gem. His statistics are flawless, and for anybody that's looking for a young, up-and-coming, modern-day right-back, Malo Gusto is the one you need. Now, I personally am a Newcastle and a Napoli fan. I would have him at both clubs, no doubt. Although I love Di Lorenzo, he's 28 now. I know he's still in his prime, but to have that back up from him would be absolutely incredible. And at Newcastle, I think we actually need a right back. So Malo Gusto, Newcastle, if you're watching, get on board, because this kid is a future star, no doubt. And it won't be too long before he's in the international setup, getting his French debut as well. Another kid in Lyon I want to move on to is your centre-back, Castello Lukeba. He's a left-footed centre-back, 19 years old. Key attribute is his defending. And as you can see, he plays left of a 2, sometimes a 3 as well. So he started 8 out of 8 games, played all the games, averaging 90 minutes. But this boy is a superstar. He's like a Rolls Royce, and I'm not putting him in this light, but do you know who he reminds us of? I think his next step is to be like Saliba, and then afterwards to be like a Rio Ferdinand sort of player. He's great on the ball, Rolls Royce, but he's also intelligent. He knows when to step back, and he knows when to be aggressive. Absolutely incredible player. So if you look at him, his touches averages 79 per game because Lyon do like to play out the back. His pass accuracy is all above 80%, which is great. Clean sheets, he's had one this season. Interceptions, 1.6 per game. Tackles, 0.6. Clearances, 1.8. I'm not surprised to see that higher than the tackles, because he tends to be that defender that, how can I put this, isn't like your Vidic, where they're just strong, big, he tends to be like a Rio Ferdinand, where he just sits back a bit, allows someone else to be aggressive, and he picks up all the pieces, sweeping up, watching the runners. He's so intelligent off the ball, it's incredible. And then his duels won, again, I'm not surprised to see his total duels below 50, just. But his ground duels won above 50, that's what we like to see. And his aerial duels, 44%. Like I say, he's not one to go man for man with the striker. He's a one to sit back, get his surroundings, watch the runners, and cover up that way. Brilliant defender. If you have got that big, aggressive, strong defender like your John Terry, he's the Carvalho to the John Terry, if that makes sense. So, incredible talent. No doubt he will get picked up by a bigger club if Lyon don't progress like they should be. A future star, no doubt. Finally, not a lot of people have heard from this boy because he's just come into the league this season. He was bought from Cairns, who play in the league below, so they actually play in League 2. 19 years old, because of his impressive performances in training, they couldn't not start him. And he's not started one game this season. That was against Monaco. And they actually got beat that game. And they were 2-0 down before he come on. He come on and he changed the game for Lyon completely. He made them more structurally solid in the midfield. He's a midfielder, defensive midfielder, but he does most of his work in the opposition half. As you can see, just in this little area, as he's just stepping into the half. But he does cover most of the pitch in that central area. He's what I like to, when I watch him play, reminds me of like an orchestrator. He orchestrates at midfield. He commands. He dictates play. He gets a ball. He keeps it nicely. He gets Lyon ticking. And that's exactly what you want from a central midfielder. Players to get your club ticking. So if we look over his stats. So he's average passing 91%. In his own half 94%. In the opposition half 88%. But he does make more passes in the opposition half, which is great. Because not only does he like to keep the ball, he moves the ball forward. And the first thing I always say a central midfielder should do is look to play the ball forward and not backwards. And that's exactly what he does. Interceptions per game, 0.7. Tackles, 2.9, which is incredibly high. Because he's only thin. He's thin and feeble. You wouldn't expect him to be aggressive in the tackle. But he absolutely is. Possession 1 per game. Clearances 0.4, but that's not really his style. Successful dribbles 63%. Errors leading to shots 0. Goals 0. Incredible talent. And Le Pennant was brought into the Cairns side last season for the first time, and he impressed that much he got that move to Lyon. Now Lyon's seen him as a future star, somebody not to come in and start every game, but he has. And like I say, last game when they got beat off Monaco, him not starting was absolutely clear to see. They just couldn't control the midfield. With him in the midfield, they were able to control the midfield and allow other players to express themselves. He's an absolute gem. Another player, clubs like Liverpool, Chelsea, they need to revamp their midfield. PSG as well. Playing him alongside Venita and Verratti would be incredible. Bayern Munich, not so much, but someone like Brucey at Dortmund couldn't do with them. Do you know what I mean? Someone just to play in that central midfield and just to be that holding spot for them. Absolutely incredible talent. Man United springs to mind as well. They could do with him. Absolutely. So I've got no doubt he's going to be ever present in the French national team, and he will get a bigger move if Lyon don't get back to playing Champions League football, because he's definitely going to play Champions League football. So I hope you've liked this video, enjoyed the talents, enjoy watching them, because I have. If you have liked this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and again, I really appreciate you watching.